The Gospel of John, chapter 2. Jesus came to a wedding. Now on the third day there was a wedding feast in the Galilean village of Cana. And the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus' disciples were all invited to the banquet, but with so many guests in attendance, they ran out of wine. And when Mary realized it, he came to him and asked, "They have no wine. Can't you do something about it?" Jesus replied, "My dear one, don't you understand that if I do this, it won't change anything for you, but it will change everything for me? My hour of unveiling my power has not yet come." Mary then went to the servers and told them, "Whatever Jesus tells you, make sure that you do it." Now there were 6 stone water pots standing nearby. They were meant to be used for the Jewish washing rituals. Each one held about 20 gallons or more. Jesus came to the servers and told them, "Fill the pots with water, right up to the very brim." Then he said, "Now fill your pitchers, take them to the masters of ceremonies." And when they poured out the pitcher for the master of ceremony to sample, the water became wine. When he tasted the water and became wine, the master of ceremonies was impressed. Although he did not know where the wine had came from, but the servers knew. He called the bridegroom over and said to him, "Every host serves his best wine first, until everyone had a cup or two. Then he serves the wine of poor quality. But you, my friend, you reserve the most exquisite wine until now." This miracle in Cana was the first of many extraordinary miracles Jesus performed in Galilee. This was a sign revealing his glory, and the disciples believed in him. Jesus at the temple. After this, Jesus' mother and brothers and disciples went to Capernaum to stay there for a few days. But the time was close for the Jews' Passover to begin, so Jesus walked to Jerusalem. As he went into the temple courtyard, he noticed was filled with merchants selling oxen, lambs, doves for exorbitant prices, while others were overcharging and they exchanged currency behind the counters. So Jesus found some rope and made it into a whip. Then he drove out every one of them and their animals from the courtyard of the temple, and he kicked over the tables filled with money, scattered it everywhere. And they shout at the merchants, "Get these things out here! Don't you dare make my father's house into a center for merchandise." That's when his disciples remembered the scripture, "I am consumed with a fierce passion to keep your house pure." But the Jewish religious leader challenged Jesus, "What authorization do you have to do this sort of thing? If God gave you this kind of authority, what supernatural sign will you show us to prove it?" Jesus answered, "After you destroy this temple, I will raise it up again in 3 days." Then the Jewish leader sneered, "The temple took 46 years to build. You meant to tell us you will raise it up in 3 days?" But they did not understand that Jesus was speaking the temple, his body. But the disciple remembered his prophecy. After Jesus rose from the dead and believed both the scripture and what Jesus had said. While Jesus was at the Passover feast, the number of the followers began to grow, and many gave their allegiance to him because of all the miraculous signs they had seen him doing. But Jesus did not yet entrust him to them because he knew how fickle human hearts can be. He did not need anyone to tell him about the human nature, for he fully understood what the man was capable of doing.